Hi everybody, Magic Maths Day again today. Shall we get started nice and quickly? I've got my glasses at the ready. Okie dokie, going to put them on. Really need them today because what we're going to be learning about today really does involve our eyes and our brains. So on they go. If you've got yours, make sure you put them on. All right, okay, so we have been doing a lot about patterns and we're still looking at patterns a little bit today, but in a slightly different way. We're going to have a look at some patterns just to get us nicely warmed up, some of those dice patterns that we've looked at before. But the main reason why we're looking at them today is because I want your brains to really get used to seeing these patterns. It's a bit like using your brain like a camera. Each time you see that pattern, I want you to try really hard to almost take a picture of it with your brain and remember it. Keep it in your memory so that next time you see it, you'll really quickly think, oh, I know what that is. That's a 2. Oh, that's a 1. Or that's a 3. Okay, so what you look at today, really take a close look with your eyes and take a picture of it with your brain. Are you ready? All set? Great. Okay, let's get started then. Right, first card you're going to see is this one. Got that? Next one. Did you get that as well? And this one. Now, you can say what you see. You can try and count the dots if you want to, but the main thing I want you to do is really get good at recognizing those patterns. So we're going to do it one more time, but I'm going to do it really, really quickly because, and I'm even going to shuffle them, because it's not about you counting the dots. It's about you remembering the actual pattern. Are you ready? Really quickly this time. Super quick. That one. And that one. Super, super quick. Okay. Now, you might be getting quite good at recognizing that that is pattern number 5, really, isn't it? That's 5. And we can check that by counting the dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I want your brain to get used to seeing that that's 5. But look what happens if Mrs Bowen throws in that one. Does your brain also think that that is 5 because of that pattern where there was an extra dot in the middle? It might do. But you see, it needs to realise that this isn't 5, it's more than 5. And if we count them, we can check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and another one is 7. You've got it. It might look a bit like 5, but it's not. And that's why you've got to get super good at recognizing these patterns. Okay, let's try this one. Try that one. Should know what that is by now. Did you get 6? Yeah, number 6. But look what happens if I show you that one. Does your brain think that that is also 6? It might do, because the pattern is very similar. But it's not the same, is it? What do you notice about the dots coming down in this pattern? That's right, there's 4. And we've been learning a bit about doubles, haven't we? We've got 4 here and 4 here. Double 4 makes 8. That's right, 8. It does. So we can see 4 like this. I've got my 4 like this. There you go. But your brain will also recognise that you can see 4 like this. So it's seeing those dots in different ways. If I show you this one, there looks to be a lot of dots on there. But straight away we've learned 4 and 4 more. That's 8 and 2 more. 8, add on 2, 8, do it in your head, keep the 8 there, 8, 9, 10. This fancy pattern must be 10 dots. But you're not used to seeing that because it might be the first time that I've ever shown it you. But the more times we look at them, the more your brain is going to take those pictures and you'll remember the next time. All right, let's have one more. See if you can get this one. What did you think it was? What was your brain telling you it was? Because it was a pattern with a dot in the middle. Did you think it was 5? Did you think it was more than 5? Did you think it was more than 10? Shall we have a look together? Because this pattern is very clever because it's got 3 lots of 3. 3 and another 3. That makes 6. Double 3 is 6. And another 3 makes 9. And if you've been having a go with your number patterns from last week, some of you might have discovered that already, that when you cover over number 3 and then number 6 and then number 9, you get that special pattern counting up in 3s all the time. If you've discovered that, give yourselves a really good thumbs up because that's super clever. And when you get bigger, you'll understand that that's what's called the 3 times table. But we don't really do that so much in reception. Okay. Right, now we're going to move on a bit today from the dice patterns. We're going to look at some real objects because what I'm getting you to do today is use these. Spotting these patterns here is just about using your eyes and your brains and thinking, what do I notice? What can I see? What do I notice? And it's exactly the same when you look at a normal group of objects or a group of people. What do you notice about them? How many are there? What happens if something is missing? So the game I'm going to play with you today, it's got a name actually, it's called Kim's Game, and it's all about your memory. I'm going to show you a group of objects and you've got to see each time which one I've taken away. And there'll be lots and lots of photographs for you to look at so that you can check. Okay, are you ready to play? Have you got your glasses on or have you got your eyes switched on and you're all ready to go? Super duper. How did you get on? Did you like looking at those photos? Did you notice? It wasn't Harry this time, it was me. It was Mrs Bowen. I was being sneaky and coming in and each time taking one of those objects away. And you'd got to be really clever detectives and spot which one was missing. Did you manage? Did you do all right? Did you notice when I took my little chick away? And the shell, did you notice? I'm so glad you did. Now you're really good at that. I wonder if I can set you a little bit of homework, something you can do with your grown-up, yeah? You could make your own little Kim's game at home, and it's ever so easy. Now, I did it with photographs, but there is another way that you can do it, and you just need a little cloth like this, like a scarf, or it could be a tea towel, you know, the thing that your mum or your dad dries the pots with. You just need a cloth, and all you need to do is put all your objects on a tray or a table and then hide them with your cloth like that. And people have to remember what's underneath, and then you very cleverly put your hand under and you take something away. And then you take the cloth off and you say to people, what's missing? What's gone? And they look. And if they're really good, they would notice that what was missing was little chick. Yes. Shall we do it again? I've only got 2 items, but you could have lots and lots. Right, over goes the cloth. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. And then you say, right, I'm going to take something away, everybody. Put your hand under so they can't tell what you're taking. And then you whip something out when they're not looking. And then you say, right, here we go. You can all look again now. And did you notice what's gone? What have I taken away that time? I've taken away the shell, haven't I? You see, and it's a really great game. And you just keep covering things over and keep taking things out, then popping them back and taking something else out, and just see how good your family are at playing your game. See if they're as good at noticing things that change and see if they're as good as you are. Yeah? Right, well, I'm going to leave you for today because you can get busy with that, can't you? You can be spotters. You can make your own Kim's game and you can get really good at noticing things, and then maybe you can get really good at noticing patterns again. You could even draw yourself some dot patterns or some caterpillar patterns and see if you can test yourself and see if you can test your brothers and sisters. See if they can spot how many dots there are without counting them. All right. And we'll come back on Thursday and we'll do a lot more. Okay. I'd love to see some photos of your Kim's games that you're going to play. All right then. Well, you take care, everybody, and I will see you again very, very soon. Bye for now.